Okay, good morning, YouTube. How we doing? We are live on YouTube today for the first time in a month. So hello, YouTube. I am on YouTube today because I got kicked off Twitch. Uh, I don't really know why. But I know it's I've submitted an appeal and it's getting disputed right now. So I think it's going to get figured out here in the next day or so. The violation that they gave me was like some sort of like global government excise violation, which is supposedly used for when you're streaming like outside of the country. Well, here I am in Austin, Texas, so I don't know why they did that. It looks like it will be figured out pretty quickly, but for the time being, we will be on YouTube for at least a few days until we get that figured out, and then we'll kind of go from there. I kind of like YouTube a little bit, so we'll see how it goes today, and if all goes well, maybe we'll just stay on YouTube. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, without further ado, as folks are probably joining, figuring out that we are on YouTube this morning, let me go ahead and give you all a quick preview of what we're looking at today. So pre-market, we did have some news today. We had initial jobless claims, U.S. trade deficit, housing starts, and building permits. Those all came in at 8:30 Eastern. Really no movement in the market until about 30 minutes after that, where we saw a pretty clean 20-point drop on ES pre-market. So as of now, we are sitting at minus 54 points down on ES. That means that will leave probably about a 50-point gap fill on SPX back to the upside. I believe the level that I'll be watching that for is 67.40. I want to break and retest of the 67.40 level. To the downside, I like it most below 67.05. There is some room down after 67.20, but it's still in a little bit of that weird range from the other day that I don't exactly love it. And so I'm going to be a little bit mindful of that. As far as other plays for today, I'm going to be watching Google above 310, Nvidia above the 188 level, same as yesterday, and Tesla above that 410. We got that really nice push to 416 yesterday, which in turn allowed us to make our money back on that trade. So we ended up making that trade profitable on Tesla yesterday. So really, really nice move there, and very excited about it re-breaking the 410. Tesla looks very bullish to me. Good morning, everybody that's joined the stream today so far. Thank you for joining. Please say hello in the chat if you'd like. Ad free today, baby. We are on YouTube. We are ad free. Oh yeah. We did get about a 40-point drop on SPX, less than that actually, 33-point drop on SPX, and then we saw another 20-point drop after that. Same situation I talked about, I alluded to the other day when we were chatting a little bit about how SPX kind of prices get determined, and I am still confused, to say the least, to be honest, at why it keeps doing this, not dropping the full amount that it dropped after hours and then doing it in the first second of the market. So we're just going to live with that for now. We don't trade during the first 5 minutes anyway, so it's not a big deal. So all good. It's been a whirlwind of a week, I'll tell you that. Between the Twitch thing, between not trading on Tuesday, we've had a fun week, but nothing will stop us from keeping the stream going for you guys. and hopefully giving you some good daily content. Google, not pictured on screen, did have a nice bump into 309 at open and then wicked immediately down to 307. Tesla sold off after open from about 407 to 403, and it's bounced there for now. It's found a little bounce area. It's just sitting there. NQ and ES, both in sync here, both below VWAP. They were just creeping above the VWAP after the news came out, and then we saw the big drop at 8 a.m. Not exactly sure what caused that big drop at 8 a.m., but could just be a little spillover from the news. I think I've got a feeling this is one of those days we could end up selling off a little bit for maybe the first 20 minutes or 30 minutes. It's possible, but I think this is one of those days where we recover in the market. I do not think we will end today 60 points down like we are right now. I think this market will move up. That's not financial advice. That's just my own opinion. But I do think this market's going to move up today. It's been very, very resilient. That gap fills pretty strong. I think it's going to want to go for it. I'm here for it. I'm here for the ride. Okay. We are just kind of sitting in this range below VWAP here. Oh, actually, excuse me. NASDAQ just broke above its VWAP, 24,821. See if ES can follow NASDAQ through its level as well. The gap fill starts at 67.40 on SPX. That's about 18 points from now. I'm going to wait for a break and retest of the gap fill level. That'll get us over that 67.40 that I'm looking for. NASDAQ flirting right around its VWAP. NASDAQ did close just above its VWAP here, pushing just a touch more. Sorry, I'm trying to sign into something over here, and it's not letting me. Everything just sitting in a range right now. Nothing crazy going on. Just waiting to see if we get into one of these levels. Yo, good morning. Good morning in the chat. Anybody watching anything else this morning that I'm not? Be curious to know. If you are, let me know. Let me know what you're getting into today. sold some puts yesterday on Netflix. And they look to be in a really good spot. Looking at the market overall today, AMD, Amazon down over 1%, Nvidia about 1%, Tesla 0.5%, Netflix 0.25%, Microsoft 0.1%, Palantir pushing today 1.7% up. Palantir wicked all the way up to the 161 level yesterday. After that, it shot back down. It was similar to the Tesla jump that went to 416. So I do like that range there as well. Seeing quite a bit of buy pressure coming in right now. Volume's been okay on the first few candles. We'll see how it settles in here in just a few. NASDAQ is, for the most part, been holding right at or above this VWAP range. ES pushed up towards it, rejected the first time. Looks like it's going to make another move for it. I really do like the Nvidia move above 188. I'm just not, so confident it's going to get there. But once it does, I'm not so confident it's going to get there today. It's going to get there. And when it does, it's going to shoot up to 200, I think, pretty quickly within a day or two. Once it breaks that 188. It's kind of what I'm envisioning here. ES still below VWAP here. ES still not able to get over its VWAP. Tomorrow's a big day too. We have a whole bunch of news coming in at 8:30 Eastern. GDP, personal income, consumer spending, PCE, core PCE, blah, blah, blah. A lot of stuff. Market could be ranging a little bit, and we may just see kind of like a slow move today as it anticipates the news tomorrow. And then 10 a.m. job openings, consumer sentiment. I think the market, especially if it's red today, is very likely green tomorrow. And I think that because I think the GDP numbers are going to be better than people expect. We just sold a bunch of oil off, which is the first big thing. In addition, I think we've done a good job positioning ourselves from a trade perspective. So I'm pretty confident in the GDP numbers being positive tomorrow. I think that'll help rip the market because I'm not sure that the market is fully expecting that. Hey, good morning. My call level is 67.40 on ES. That will likely be close to the entry on the gap fill, 67.40 on SPX. It'll be about 67.45 or so on ES. So I'll wait for a break of that and a retest. And that's where I'm looking for calls here on ES. I am really only looking for calls on the individual tickers today as well. doesn't look likely right now at this point in time. So a lot of the focus right now is going to be all on SPX. I think the reason the market is down is there was a bunch of different escalations last night as well. Nothing crazy, but Palantir up today on a lot of new news. So Palantir partnered with NVIDIA. They announced a partnership, AI OS reference architecture with NVIDIA. I'm not an expert on exactly what that means, but they announced a partnership there. They also announced a partnership with GE, accelerate the transformation of military aviation readiness for the U.S. Air Force and operations across GE's aerospace production system. Palantir and ONDS just announced a new partnership. Palantir and Centrus Energy, LEU, to help drive Palantir's software tools. Wow. And that is a uranium company? Uranium energy company? That's what it looks like to me. So, a lot of moves today by Palantir over the last 24, 48 hours. And you see it being rewarded in the stock price right now. Low side, I have 6705 marked out right now. It looks a little choppy below this 6715 through there. There is a big wall at 6700, but I am confident if it moves through that we will get the move down. So I'll be waiting for a break, probably at the 6700, and then retest the 6705. That's where I'll look for an entry. If not, I'll look for it to push further below 6,700 and a retest of that level. Oil back up today, back over $100 a barrel. Part of the reason we're seeing this sell-off in the market is because of that. Oil 92. Is it? Oh, sorry. Yes. Yes, it is. Oil's like 92 and change. I misread a post over here about oil being over 100. Pardon me. It was over 100 the other day. It came back down. Got back down to about 83% or something. 83%. $83. But yeah. Okay, we got the break of 67.10. A lot more orders filled in now at that 67.05 level. Okay, here we go. Selling into the 67.05. Clearing orders at the 67.05. $67.05 clear. Not fully, sorry, I was slightly mistaken. I thought I had it. 67.05 clear now. In a perfect world, I'd like to see the 6,700 break and then a retest. But if we get a good enough retest here, I might even take it. A little bit of a wall forming on bookmap under these levels. Okay, I'm going to take the entry
Order
here
filled.
to 6710. I'm going to be able to hold myself to a tighter stop loss because of that. I'm in SPY puts. I'm going to have a tight stop loss on this one. It's going to be close to like 67.15. I just wanted to catch this retest here after my key level was broken. I also really want to catch that 6,700 break if we can. Ooh, that doesn't look good. Pretty even between buyers and sellers here. See if we can get some sellers to jump in. Volume decent on futures today. Nothing crazy, but... Well, this is a big retest.
Order filled.
I'm out.
Order partially filled.
Okay, I guess we're going to see the move up today. I guess I was wrong. Well, I did say initially, I think we'll see a sell-off maybe for the first 20, 30, and then the move up. Wow, that was a big. I mean, if that's a retest, I mean, as long as it stays below VWAP, it could be a retest. If that's a retest, that's a big retest. Pretty minimal loss, to be honest, on that. Not bad at all. We're going to make that back. We've been really good at making our money back. I will say that. Very good at that. Everything seems to have found a bounce here at the 67.05. It's good. Never a bad thing. Buyers, a lot more buyers in the market than I thought. To be honest with you. Excuse me. Okay, and we're making the move back down. Gee, thanks. Gee, thanks for that. It's a big, strong retest, if that's what that was. Sellers are not that heavy despite the price drop in here. So let's see if one of them wants to take over. One of them is going to need to take over because we're in a tight range now. Back through our entry level from earlier. Wow, really strong. Push back down after that retest. Needs to get through low of day here, though, for a re-entry. If it does not, then it's not going to do us much good. Tesla and Nvidia approaching low of days. Google just made a new low of day. NASDAQ is making a new low of day before ES is. NASDAQ seems to be more bearish, even though it was started off the day a bit more bullish. NASDAQ just broke the 24,670 level. ES did not quite get all the way down to 6705 yet, or its low of day. Sitting just a few points above that. Thank you, everybody that's joined the stream today. If you like what you're seeing, give this stream a like. Give me a sub. Subscribe. I'm on here trading every day, Monday to Friday. YouTube for now. I was on Twitch. Maybe back to Twitch. We'll see. Who knows? Who knows what the future holds? I kind of like YouTube, actually, now that I did it. SPX is also trying to get through the 6,700 level. It barely broke it earlier on the push through the 6,705 on ES. How we doing this morning, chat? Anybody take anything today? Anybody take anything else? Any entries yet? Not yet. Okay. All right. We are below 6,700 now on SPX. We're pushing through to the 6,700 here on ES. Damn, it got through. Can't believe it didn't get through the first time we tried to get in on that. That's incredible. The wall's clear. It's obviously not fully through it. There it goes. Now it's fully through it. I want to see a retest right now of 6,705 for entry. A lot of sell pressure, though, right now. A lot of sellers stepping in. 67.95 is the next wall. I would hate to get burned on another retest play here. But it is the right play. It really is. It really, really is. I'm watching the same ones I bought earlier. 669 put. I'm entering here.
Order partially filled.
I like the retest
Order
of
filled.
my 4-hour trend line right here. I'm going to enter more if it drops to 6705. And then I'm going to hold 6710 will be my stop loss. Wow, Nvidia pushing hard. Tesla pushing hard. I don't know where that just came from. Tesla's in a weird spot. I want to take this trend line off my chart because I don't know why. It's still there. Okay, let's see if we push back through the 6,700 level on ES. There's the break again. It's cleared the orders. It's just not through. We got a really big leg down. NASDAQ and everything there, but it didn't hold. Buyers are slightly heavier right now, which is kind of funny because the stock price is holding / dropping. Caught the put. Nice. Good trade. Good trade. Yeah, that's 67.25 retest. Holy crap, that would have been a beautiful play. I took it at 67.10 on the retest, a 12-point retest. I thought I was doing good, and then it retested another 20 points. So what are you going to do? Nature of the beast there. Part of the game. All part of the game. We are still flirting around the 6,700. We have not seen, since we broke the 6,700, or at least cleared it, we have not seen heavy sellers step in. But it looks tight here where they're coming. So Tesla just made a new low of day. NVIDIA just made a new low of day. Google just made a new low of day. Wow, why is this going up with all those people making lows of days? We are out of sync, too, because obviously NASDAQ with those new low of days on all those tickers is red right now. ES is green on this candle, so we're out of sync on futures, too, which I don't like. NQ does look weaker. I agree with you. I do agree. Jeez, man, this is silly today. How does this keep happening? 2 trades almost identical. Unbelievable. Heavy buyers here, too. This is dangerous. What the hell, man?
Order filled.
I'm out of here. What the hell, dude? What the fuck is going on? How am I supposed to hold this? There's no way. There's fucking 8 million buy orders coming in right now versus 5 million sell orders. Insane. Insane. I want a bag hold. Hell yeah, I want a bag hold. Jesus, man. What the fuck? I'm not reshorting at 67.25. No, thank you. Unbelievable. It's going to drop back here, probably. It's probably going to drop 15 points from here. Unbelievable. Waited for 2 retests. And then both time retest way stronger. What the hell did that shit come from? That's so annoying. That's so fucking annoying. I'm going to be very annoyed if it drops now. What a stupid day, man. What a stupid day. That's crazy. Yeah, if it drops now, I'm crashing out. 100%. That's what's going to happen. At this point, I just want it to push through and rally the whole market. That's all I want now. I want the whole market just to rally. I would much rather see the market rally now. How are we doing in the chat, though? Any other trades anybody take today? Looks like we have found a bounce here. This looks to me more like a bounce than last time. But let's see what happens at the 67.25 level. That's the level from last time. There also wasn't as big a wall there last time. It's bigger now. So I think if it clears it, we could see the momentum continue. If not, we might just do exactly what we did again. Oh, we're going to do it, aren't we? This is crazy if we drop back to 6,700 from here. This is honestly wild. I guess you could say it's following VWAP, but goddamn. Man, I wonder where my boy Arish is today. I like that guy. No way. No way. No way. So I will say the moves down are weaker in volume right now. Much weaker. Which does not bode well for a continued move down. And a move down for the day. Looks like we're going to slowly creep up, I think. Based off of what I'm seeing. Yeah, this is nuts. Fucking deja vu, yeah. This is crazy. But I will say, like I said, the volume when we sell off is not nearly as much as when we're buying right now. There's more buyers ready to go than there is sellers. For that reason, I probably won't take any other put plays today based off what I'm seeing now. Tesla's going to look to make a new low of day here. Looks like it's going to push through the 400 level. NASDAQ definitely looks a little bit weaker. Plug the old laptop in, pardon me. What? No. Why? How is this dropping? There's no volume on the sell side. This is hilarious. There's literally no volume on the sell side. It's dropping. Oh my God. There was, to give you an idea, there was 8 million orders when we were buying, okay, in that run up from 6,700 to 6,725. 8 million aggregate buys. Right now, there's 4 million aggregate sales. It is literally half. How we keep moving back down is insane. It's incongruent. It doesn't make sense. It straight up does not make sense at all. We need to, this market is going to, it has to bounce. If the current situation is assuming the aggregate buys and aggregate sells trends that we've been seeing since market open today continues, there's no way we don't slowly creep up today. So I can't believe we're seeing this even, to be honest with you. Insane. Insane. I think there's some. I think Iran is making some announcements this morning. So, looks like their new supreme leader said the Strait of Hormuz will remain closed. Oil price looks like it spiked a little bit based off of that. 50 cents a dollar. It's probably why we're seeing this volatility in the market. That's kind of preventing it from fully making this bull run, despite how many buyers are in the market. That's what I'm seeing right now. But yeah. Hey, if you're new to the stream and you're in here today, we're having a fantastic month. We just suck today, okay? I promise. Give me a follow. Give me a subscribe, though, if you're new. If you give me a like on the video if you like it. Say hello in the chat. Be active. Have fun with us. This is a weird day. Weird day. To be honest with you, some of the individual ticker moves to the downside were stronger today with less retests. So, if I'm being honest, that was probably the better move. I just didn't love any of them to the downside today for a few different reasons. We're sitting in a little range here. I haven't really seen the trend shift at all in the buyers and sellers like I mentioned earlier. When the sell pressure comes in, it's not that strong. When the buy pressure comes in, it's pretty strong. Although it hasn't been for about 5 or 10 minutes here. But we'll see. If you got questions too, I'm always happy to answer those in the chat. I mentioned we have GDP news tomorrow. I think we're going to see a really good number there. So I'm excited. I'm optimistic. I really like this gap fill to the upside. I'd love to catch this today. Buyers coming on a bit stronger here. Over 5 million. Deja vu. Hell yeah. Joel, you up today? You up today? Let me know in the chat. ES is approaching VWAP here, 67.26. NASDAQ a little bit behind. Quite a bit of just some density here on Bookmap between 67.25 and really 67.35. So there will be some resistance probably as we push through those levels, if we push through those levels. Excuse me. And then there was one. Hanging in this weird range here. ES can't quite push above VWAP here, 67.26. NASDAQ not really getting any closer just yet to its VWAP. Still being held down by the likes of Google, Nvidia a little bit. Even Tesla. Okay, ES going back to eclipse its VWAP here. I really want to see if we're able to get into this gap fill. That's the last play I'm looking for today. I'm going to make my money back on that if I get it. ES technically broke its VWAP level. It's really not through it, but it is broken at the level. Volume has dropped off a little bit on the last few candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight candles below 10,000. Google pushing down further, selling off further, down to 303.50 now on Google. Started the day around 306. About a 1% drop on Google roughly since open. Kind of big. AMD down 2.4% today. Wow. And Google. Wow. Wow, AMD did make that move quickly. I liked AMD below 200. Missed that a bit. Selling some AMD puts right now. It's a big drop today, so I'm going to take advantage of that. I might do the same on NVIDIA, transparently. Let's see if we get back to a new low of day here. I'm not going to take any more put trades today, though. So if it does make another move down here to the low side, I'll probably just stay cash here. Apple down 2% today as well. Apple had a really, really nice run against the market. And recently just hasn't done great. I'm going to sell some Apple puts too, actually. Especially on this drop again here. Apple put sold. Done. Done. I'm not really day trading. I'm just cleaning up some things in my portfolio, taking advantage of the red day today, you know? Gonna make my money back one way or another. You won't see it in the P&L, obviously. Apple, really big drop. Yeah, Apple was running so well with the market for a while and almost counterintuitive to the market. Then it had a big drop mid-January. Ran all the way back up huge while the market was going down. And then it's been a little choppy since then. I'm going to keep just taking advantage, selling puts today, to be honest. Okay, we are making the move further to the downside here. We don't appear that we're going to bounce just yet and move up. I don't like the downside today. I haven't seen strong enough sell pressure to bring this market down enough. That's not saying it can't come in, but I just haven't seen it yet, so I'm going to assume it's not coming for the time being. Thank you, everybody that joined the stream today. I'm normally on Twitch. I'm on YouTube today and for the next few days as I figure out a little situation going on with Twitch. But I like YouTube. Join the community here. Give me a subscribe. Give me a like on the video. Feel free to comment in the chat. Have some fun with us. And I will be back tomorrow.